Okay, so let's start with give me a little bit of a feel for what we can expect from Monica this season.
Oh gosh, it starts out really intense. Yeah, we picked up right where we left off, and um, Monica doesn't know who or what she's fighting, but she's as always is Tate is her number one, um, and I think that especially you know she's especially aware of the consequences of um of this attack and the effect it has on Tate. So she's at her tipping point.
Yeah. So tell me, what's one thing about your character that you've learned? Now you've been playing her for a few seasons. What's one thing about the character you really wish that the audience understood that maybe they don't get from seeing her on screen?
Yeah, I think that she's human, you know. I think that um she's trying to do her best as a mother and as a wife and while also kind of trying to figure out the space for herself as well. And so I think she has like a lot of inner strength that's not always as outward as we see in the other characters.
Yeah, I mean, she's a strong woman in a man's world, and yeah, I mean, she has a tough role to play on that series. Talk a little bit about working. You know, you work on the show with this little known actor named Kevin Costner, and and I was just curious, what's something that you've learned from working with him? He's such a legend in the industry. What's something you've learned from working with him, or something, just a moment that you take away from your experience?
Oh, he's such a legend. It really never gets old. It's kind of crazy. But I think honestly, I mean, the lesson that I took is I mean, it really is from the first day of shooting with him. And he just said, I think Luke was there as well, and he had kind of this beautiful way of, just speaking of how we're all here in service of the story, and also to support, because most of us we're there every day, but especially the people that come in just for the day, and how we can really be there to support them uh, in service of the story. So I thought that was really beautiful and something that has kind of stuck in my mind.
Yeah, yeah. If you can you describe a scene from this season that was your favorite to work on, or maybe the toughest or most challenging?
Yeah. So my favorite scene of season is Casey and Monica. We have it out, and I'm just like, it's so great, because they're so fiercely protective of each other and trying to do the best they can for each other. But sometimes you just gotta fight it out, and that's love too, And so I think there's a lot of things they got to get off their chest, and that it was super fun. Luke and I really we were in the ring, and it was fun.
I was curious about that. I mean, I've watched the previous seasons and now watching some of this season. Um, there's a lot of physicality, and what is that a challenge for you? Do you ever get worried about getting hurt on set? I mean, you're all guys are doing a lot on set.
I heard some. I in that scene in the opening scene when Monica gets attacked, I kicked the guy or wonderful stuntman in the face. And then to his credit, he's such a professional. Through his mask, he just goes, "Keep going, keep going." And I was like, "Are you sure? Like, I just kicked you in the face." And he's like, "We gotta do it." And so, yeah, no. So I got into it, I guess, in the physicality aspect. But Monica can kick some ass, and everyone was okay in the end. Yeah.
You can go toe to toe with any of the boys on this show, I think.
Bless you. Yeah, I try.